Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Give surety or assume responsibility. Stand behind and guarantee the quality, accuracy, or condition of. Promise to do or accomplish. Guarantee to free the prisoners. A written assurance that some product or service will be provided or will meet certain specifications. Make certain of. Preparation will guarantee success. A collateral agreement to answer for the debt of another in case that person defaults. An unconditional commitment that something will happen or that something is true. There is no guarantee that they are not lying. Give surety or assume responsibility. I vouch for the quality of my products. Give personal assurance, guarantee. Will he vouch for me? Give supporting evidence. He vouched his words by his deeds. Summon, a vouchee, into court to warrant or defend a title. Stand behind and guarantee the quality, accuracy, or condition of. The dealer warrants all the cars he sells. Formal and explicit approval. A written assurance that some product or service will be provided or will meet certain specifications. A type of security issued by a corporation, usually together with a bond or preferred stock, that gives the holder the right to purchase a certain amount of common stock at a stated price. As a sweetener, they offered warrants along with the fixed income securities. A writ from a court commanding police to perform specified acts. Provide adequate grounds to justify a certain course of action. The emergency does not warrant all of us buying guns. Enter into a contractual arrangement. Promise to do or accomplish. Accept as a charge. Enter upon an activity or enterprise. Accept as a challenge. A written assurance that some product or service will be provided or will meet certain specifications. A customer to whom a warrant or guarantee is given. A recipient of a warrant issued by a court in the United States. A written assurance that some product or service will be provided or will meet certain specifications. Cause to feel sure. Give reassurance to. The airline tried to reassure the customers that the planes were safe. Be careful or certain to do something. Make certain of something. Make a promise or commitment. Make certain of. Inform positively and with certainty and confidence. Assure somebody of the truth of something with the intention of giving the listener confidence. I assured him that traveling to Cambodia was safe. Be careful or certain to do something. Make certain of something. Make certain of. This nest egg will ensure a nice retirement for us. Be careful or certain to do something. Make certain of something. Make certain of. Protect by insurance. Take out insurance for. Immune to attack. Incapable of being tampered with. A secure telephone connection. Fill or close tightly with or as if with a plug. Make certain of. Furnish with battens. Financially safe. A secure investment. Get by special effort. Cause to be firmly attached. Free from fear or doubt. Easy in mind. He was secure that nothing will be held against him. A sure payment of. Free from danger or risk. Secure from harm. Not likely to fail or give way. The lock was secure. A collateral agreement to answer for the debt of another in case that person defaults. A situation from which extrication is difficult, especially an unpleasant or trying one. The woeful plight of homeless people. A solemn pledge of fidelity. Give to in marriage. Promise solemnly and formally. A drink in honor of or to the health of a person or event. A binding commitment to do or give or refrain from something. Signed a pledge never to reveal the secret. Propose a toast to. Promise solemnly and formally. I pledge that I will honor my wife. Pay. An amount of money, as a contribution to a charity or service, especially at regular intervals. I pledged $10 a month to my favorite radio station. A deposit of personal property as security for a debt. His saxophone was in pledge. Bind or secure by a pledge. I was pledged to silence. Give as a guarantee. I pledge my honor. Someone accepted for membership but not yet fully admitted to the group. Be behind. Approve of. Give support or one's approval to. Endorse a new project. Guarantee as meeting a certain standard. Sign as evidence of legal transfer. Endorse checks. Be behind. Approve of. Financial resources provided to make some project possible. The foundation provided support for the experiment. Argue or speak in defense of. She supported the motion to strike. Put up with something or somebody unpleasant. A military operation, often involving new supplies of men and materiel, to strengthen a military force or aid in the performance of its mission. They called for artillery support. Be the physical support of, carry the weight of. He supported me with one hand while I balanced on the beam. Adopt as a belief. The financial means whereby one lives. He applied to the state for support. A musical part, vocal or instrumental, that supports or provides background for other musical parts. The act of bearing the weight of or strengthening. He leaned against the wall for support. Be a regular customer or client of. Documentary validation. The strongest support for this view is the work of Jones. Establish or strengthen as with new evidence or facts. The evidence supports the defendant. Be behind. Approve of. Support with evidence or authority or make more certain or confirm. Give moral or psychological support, aid, or courage to. She supported him during the illness. Aiding the cause or policy or interests of. The president no longer has the support of his own party. Any device that bears the weight of another thing. There was no place to attach supports for a shelf. Play a subordinate role to another performer. Olivier supported Gielgud beautifully in the second act. Something providing immaterial assistance to a person or cause or interest. The policy found little public support. Supporting structure that holds up or provides a foundation. The statue stood on a marble support. Support materially or financially. He does not support his natural children. The activity of providing for or maintaining by supplying with money or necessities. His support kept the family together. A support that you can lean against while sitting. The back of the dental chair was adjustable. Give support or one's approval to. I can't back this plan. Establish as valid or genuine. Can you back up your claims? The side that goes last or is not normally seen. He wrote the date on the back of the photograph. The protective covering on the front, back, and spine of a book. The series of vertebrae forming the axis of the skeleton and protecting the spinal cord. The fall broke his back. The posterior part of a human, or animal, body from the neck to the end of the spine. His back was nicely tanned. In or to or toward a past time. Set the clocks back an hour. Place a bet on. Which horse are you backing? Be behind. Approve of. I backed Kennedy in 1960. Located at or near the back of an animal. Back, or hind, legs. The part of something that is furthest from the normal viewer. He stood at the back of the stage. At or to or toward the back or rear. He moved back. American football. The position of a player on a football team who is stationed behind the line of scrimmage. Be in back of. My garage backs their yard. Cause to travel backward. Back the car into the parking spot. Football. A person who plays in the backfield. Of an earlier date. Back issues of the magazine. Related to or located at the back. The backyard. Shift to a counterclockwise direction. The wind backed. Strengthen by providing with a back or backing. Support financial backing for. Back this enterprise. The part of a garment that covers the back of your body. They pinned a "kick me" sign on his back. Travel backward. Back into the driveway. Give support or one's approval to. Guarantee as meeting a certain standard. Sign as evidence of legal transfer. Be behind. Approve of. Be behind. Approve of. Make a prediction about. Tell in advance. Grounds for feeling hopeful about the future. There is little or no promise that he will recover. Make a promise or commitment. A verbal commitment by one person to another agreeing to do, or not to do, something in the future. Give grounds for expectations. The results promised fame and glory. Promise to undertake or give. I promise you my best effort. A binding commitment to do or give or refrain from something. An assurance of help when needed. Freedom from doubt. Belief in yourself and your abilities. His assurance in his superiority did not make him popular. A British term for some kinds of insurance. A statement intended to inspire confidence. The president's assurances were not respected. Occurring with or following as a consequence. Collateral target damage from a bombing run. Descended from a common ancestor but through different lines. Cousins or collateral relatives. Serving to support or corroborate. Collateral evidence. Additional but secondary, auxiliary. A security pledged for the repayment of a loan. Situated or running side by side. Collateral ridges of mountains. Specify as a condition or requirement in a contract or agreement. Make an express demand or provision in an agreement. The will stipulates that she can live in the house for the rest of her life. Give a guarantee or promise of. They stipulated to release all the prisoners. Make an oral contract or agreement in the verbal form of question and answer that is necessary to give it legal force. Criminal law. Money that must be forfeited by the bondsman if an accused person fails to appear in court for trial. The judge set bail at $10,000. Deliver something in trust to somebody for a special purpose and for a limited period. Empty a vessel, by bailing. Release after a security has been paid. Remove water from a vessel with a container. Secure the release of someone by providing security. The legal system that allows an accused person to be temporarily released from custody, usually on condition that a sum of money guarantees their appearance at trial. He is out on bail. A recording of a song that was first recorded or made popular by somebody else. They made a cover of a Beatles song. Form a cover over. The grass covered the grave. Clothe, as if for protection from the elements. Cover your head. A fixed charge by a restaurant or nightclub over and above the charge for food and drink. The act of concealing the existence of something by obstructing the view of it. The cover concealed their guns from enemy aircraft. Travel across or pass over. The caravan covered almost 100 miles each day. Span an interval of distance, space or time. The period covered the turn of the century. A covering that serves to conceal or shelter something. Under cover of darkness. Include in scope. Include as part of something broader. Have as one sphere or territory. This should cover everyone in the group. Fire that makes it difficult for the enemy to fire on your own individuals or formations. Artillery provided covering fire for the withdrawal. Put something on top of something else. Cover the meat with a lot of gravy. A natural object that covers or envelops. Under a covering of dust. The protective covering on the front, back, and spine of a book. Make up for shortcomings or a feeling of inferiority by exaggerating good qualities. Bedding that keeps a person warm in bed. He pulled the covers over his head and went to sleep. Hide from view or knowledge. The president covered the fact that he bugged the offices in the White House. Be responsible for reporting the details of, as in journalism. The cub reporter covered New York City. Covering for a hole, especially a hole in the top of a container. Put the cover back on the kettle. Act on verbally or in some form of artistic expression. The course covered all of Western civilization. Sit on, eggs. The female covers the eggs. Protect by insurance. The insurance won't cover this. Cover as if with a shroud. Copulate with a female, used especially of horses. The horse covers the mare. A false identity and background, especially one created for an undercover agent. Her new name and passport or cover for her next assignment. Be responsible for guarding an opponent in a game. Be sufficient to meet, defray, or offset the charge or cost of. Is this enough to cover the check? Help out by taking someone's place and temporarily assuming his responsibilities. She is covering for our secretary who is ill this week. Hold within range of an aimed firearm. Invest with a large or excessive amount of something. She covered herself with glory. Maintain a check on, especially by patrolling. The second officer covered the top floor. Play a higher card than the one previously played. Smith covered again. Protect or defend, a position in a game. He covered left field. Provide for. The grant doesn't cover my salary. Provide with a covering or cause to be covered. Cover her face with a handkerchief. Spread over a surface to conceal or protect. This paint covers well. To take an action to protect against future problems. Count the cash in the drawer twice just to cover yourself. Provide evidence for, stand as proof of, show by one's behavior, attitude, or external attributes. Guarantee as meeting a certain standard. Authorize officially. Declare legally insane. Guarantee payment on, of checks. Guarantee financial support of. Protect by insurance. Guarantee financial support of. The operateur was subvented by a bank. Guarantee financial support of. Grant of financial aid as from a government to an educational institution. The act or process of providing aid or help of any sort. A guarantee that an obligation will be met. One who provides a warrant or guarantee to another. Property that your creditor can claim in case you default on your obligation. A prisoner who is held by one party to ensure that another party will meet specified terms. Something clearly established. Defense against financial failure, financial independence. His pension gave him security in his old age. A formal declaration that documents a fact of relevance to finance and investment. The holder has a right to receive interest or dividends. An electrical device that sets off an alarm when someone tries to break in. A department responsible for the security of the institution's property and workers. The head of security was a former policeman. A guarantee that an obligation will be met. Property that your creditor can claim in case you default on your obligation. Bankers are reluctant to lend without good security. Measures taken as a precaution against theft or espionage or sabotage, etc. Military security has been stepped up since the recent uprising. Freedom from anxiety or fear. The watchdog gave her a feeling of security. The state of being free from danger or injury. We support the armed services in the name of national security.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.